Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hi, Torok. And joining me is Point.
Hi. Also, your stream says Castlevania.
Does I updated the stream information so that it would sit there?
Like the title is Return to Survival Horror Resident Evil 3, but like the stream category is Castlevania.
Oh, not bad. Thank you for mentioning that, Boyd. That's I will admit that's a little embarrassing, but thank you. Thank you for letting me know about that, Boyd. And we have returned to the blue screen. Because this is being captured on an actual, well, it's being streamed on an actual system. Oh man. Is everything coming out right? Can you hear the game and can you hear Void and I? Well, sadly I don't have a CRT, but with the old VMUs and everything. Trash Panda Town.
Resident Evil.
Nemesis. I think the last time I streamed this, I played this with Jill's like OG Stars outfit. So I think what I'm going to do is have her in the Regina costume. This costume here is a reference to Dino Crisis. And I believe here and
it all began as an ordinary day in September. An ordinary day in Raccoon City. A city controlled by Umbrella. No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction.
And hello, bad guy.
I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. If only they had had the courage to fight. It's true that once the wheels of justice begin to turn, nothing can stop them. Nothing.
All I can do is wait until
It was Raccoon City's last chance, and my last chance. My last escape.
I'm coming in real quiet. Hold on.
This is Chopper Delta, preparing to drop off at area E95004.
Is this better or is this better?
What are they?
So what? I think I know these. I think I know this. How's that? Is that better? Is that any better?
Let's do it. Go, 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 go! Fire!
That's better or worse? Okay. Oh, yeah.
Where are they? Where did they come from? Never!
Hopefully everyone can let me know when the ad break ends. Hearing all this cat nonsense. Okay, so Bankai, am I sounding a little bit better? Am I louder, or am I still really quiet? Okay, so because I have the noise suppression active on my mic filters, I have to up my gain. And I had to up the gain through OBS. But let me see what I can. Alright, let me see. Gain. How's this? This is I got the gain at 13 right now. The gain filter at 13. You're right there, boy?
Just itchy throat.
Itchy, tasty.
Or itchy, tasty.
Cool. Alright, I'm coming in loud and clear. Perfect. Perfect. Eeple, are the ads still playing? Oh yeah, I do want to mention to everyone that I am using a Rumble pack that also doubles as a VMU by performance, and I do have a blue VMU as the top one, so I can see screen from the blue VMU while the Rumble pack's behind, under it cause the vibration and all that.
Hello?
Cool. Hello there. So yes, I'm going to be doing Resident Evil 3. I did play this a long while back, but considering it's spooky, it's the spooky month again, what better way to celebrate than a throwback?
September 28th, daylight.
Meanwhile, I'm still on my crossover
The
villain
monsters
nonsense
have
after
overtaken the
watching
city.
Beware videos.
Somehow,
There is a temptation to try something with Nemesis, but
I'm still alive.
he's more minion than outright villain.
I mean, you can still have him go up against someone like Wolverine the Hulk.
Okay, we've got to get out of here.
Think about it, Nemesis can just constantly
What?
regenerate.
What do you think you're talking about? I just lost my
Thing is,
daughter
I'm
out
thinking
there.
of him as less
dare
of
you
like
tell me to go
an
back
outright
outside?
antagonist and more as a glorified attack
I'm
dog.
sorry about your daughter.
Is it because of the
But
fact
there
that
isn't
he's
gonna be any
effectively a
rescue. We have to
T-103
get
that's
out
able
of
to
here.
accept orders?
No! I'm not going
Yeah,
anywhere.
it's because he's a mute tyrant who
I'd rather starve to death than
Mute.
doesn't
to be
show
eaten by
a
one
lot
those
of
undead
agency.
monsters.
He's just like,
Now leave me alone!
okay, I kill things now, I guess.
Void. Mute Tyrant.
Well,
With-
almost mute.
Okay, because I was about to say, you do realize that Nemesis is anything but
Doors.
mute.
Stars.
And yeah, the voice acting is definitely a lot better than, say, Resident Evil 1, but let's be honest here, it still embraces the B-movie schlock that the Resident Evil series was kind of known for.
Stars.
I mean, you could have made this in the film in like the 60s, 70s, or even 80s as a B-movie, and honestly, I think it would fit right in.
But yeah, like I was saying, Nemesis isn't really suitable for being somebody's like long-term antagonist. He is an attack dog. An exceptionally well-armed attack dog, but an attack dog all the same.
And yes, I did do a couple of mercenary runs beforehand, so... I do have access to 2 weapons. The assault rifle and the Gatling gun. So I'm the door opening this
Oh, the door, quote-unquote, cutscenes are actually loading screens.
Yeah, they were there basically to mask loading screens. Although, fun fact. Nice one, Fox. But, fun fact. Did you know that in the Resident Evil 1 remake, they were because of the fact that the GameCube didn't need the door loading animations, Capcom thought about just omitting them entirely, but I think members of the game dev and playtesting communities basically were like, no, please keep this in, please, because this does not feel right without it. So they kept the door loading sequences in.
Nice.
Despite the fact that the GameCube technically could already render all the rooms without any issue. And I think it works for the remake. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that, ironically, I don't think Nemesis could be anybody's Nemesis. He's just big brute force lunk of meat.
Again, Hulk Wolverine. There you go.
I mean, I don't know. Minecraft villager noises.
Okay. Would it make it any better if I say if it was Weapon X Wolverine, where he was under control of the Weapon X program?
And possibly also me. I have been booped.
Also, rotary Gatling gun.
I'm not cute, and neither are the noises I make.
No need to aim the Gatling gun up or down, that's for sure.
Ah, yes. Zombies in a barrel. Even better than fish.
Joe Valentine with a Gatling gun. But Resident Evil 2 does have a Gatling gun as well that Claire and Leon can use, so you're not wrong there, Evil. And the Gatling gun has basically better auto aim, so while you can't aim up or down with it, you basically will be able to tag enemies above or below you. And this also means zombies that are down on the ground will still be hit by the Gatling gun.
Sometimes you just need more DACA.
Yes.
And there ain't no such thing as enough DACA, you grunt. Enough's more than you got and less than too much, and there ain't no such thing as too much DACA. Say there is, and may squig off the tonight. I had to lean into the orc a little bit. I had to just flow into it.
But also, because we have the costumes unlocked at the start, the boutique is basically locked away by default. No way to access it.
Aww.
Yeah, that's for all the versions that aren't the Dreamcast or PC version. Void. Void. Do you want to explain yourself?
What's to explain?
Do you want to explain yourself?
What needs to be explained?
Picks up the cat. Gets the trimmers.
No! No! How dare you! No!
Get away!
Yeah, he's fucked. Also, that's Ching Park from Resident Evil 1.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing
You
something
got a
about
no
I didn't know
scope.
you were still alive, Jill.
He didn't scope
The
his
police aren't
gun.
trained for this kind of
instead
situation.
He shot him in the
Yeah,
head.
He has no scope.
Listen, he's coming for us. We're
Also,
both gonna
note
die.
that isn't a samurai edge.
this? What are you saying?
You'll see.
So, he might be the only one in Stars that doesn't
He's
have
after
a
Stars,
samurai
Menace.
edge.
There's no escape.
That, or he just dropped his like a complete other schmuck.
Like a dumbass.
Like a chump!
Anyway, hottest Resident Evil character, and you can't say Lady Dimitrescu.
What?
Hottest Resident Evil character, and you can't say Lady Dimitrescu. I vote Ada Wong.
I vote Jill Valentine.
Literally, we must duel to the death.
Evil says obviously it's Claire.
Ah, three-way duel.
Then you're gonna have that one person that's gonna chime in with Ashley in the knight armor.
No, there's an extra vote. Why isn't anyone saying Leon?
Well, we said I thought it was for Resident Evil Girl, but
Oh, well, yeah, but I thought it said Resident Evil character.
and if anyone says Steve Burnside, you're wrong.
If anybody said Brian Irons, you are fucking lying.
If anyone says Brian Irons, I am seriously concerned for their well-being. Steve Burnside from Code Veronica.
The only Burnside I know is William Burnside, the third or fourth Captain America, who became a Nazi.
I'll have Equals goes Steve Who, and I'm thinking, ah, fuck, I'm gonna have to stream Code Veronica at some point, aren't I?
Definitely not Steve Rogers.
Well, I got the game burnt on some CDs anyways. Or should I say, I have it backed up.
Oops, a Durgan.
Blap. Why you do this?
Because friend.
Valid point. Mainly for like Resident Evils 1, 2, and 3, the ink ribbons will be scarce. Code Veronica is more lenient.
It's not that save points are scarce. It's the fact that they use a finite resource.
I'll be right back.
Saving your game in the first few Resident Evil games requires, like, your save points are typewriters, but you can't use them unless you have an ink ribbon. And ink ribbons are a limited resource. You have a maximum number of saves per game. So typewriters are just usable wherever you find them, and they're usually pretty reasonably spaced. The resource to use them can be kind of hard to find, especially on higher difficulties. Basically, you have to know when to use your ink ribbons and when you can afford to lose them. Because, like, in the first few games, there is a very limited number of ink ribbons in the game world. And once they're gone, you cannot save anymore. And the higher your difficulty, the fewer ink ribbons you get. Oh, delicious pie! People, I have played gacha. There is no such thing as too much salt. But yeah, it's not that save points, it's not that typewriters themselves are scarce, but the resource to use them can be.
Fun fact.
Oh?
In the PC version of Resident Evil 1, your first playthrough actually won't take up any ink ribbons.
Huh.
So you can pretty much save as many times as you want. However, upon subsequent playthroughs, you have to get ink ribbons.
Meanwhile, in Resident Evil 1, infinite ink ribbons is just what it's like to live on easy mode.
However, Resident Evil 3, if you play the game on easy mode, in the item box, you have unlimited ink ribbons. Yeah. Basically, you got the ink ribbons with an infinity symbol. Basically, endless ink ribbons. However, the one thing to note about about saving is that it affects your letter rating. So the first 3 Resident Evil games use a letter rating, which are determined by things like first aid sprays being used. Hold on.
I imagine it's like Silent Hill, where it's like how often you use items, how often you save, and how fast you complete the game.
Speaking of which, here's the Kentucky Fried Cenobite.
Hey, Nemesis.
I mean, look at that thing. It looks like something then that fell into your deep fryer. You don't know if that's a piece of wood that fell into the deep fryer where you weren't looking, or that piece of onion that fell into your deep fryer when you weren't looking.
I mean, he's a tyrant, people. They're not pretty.
But basically the number ratings in the classical series, it depends on how many times you save, basically how many inputs you use. If you use any first aid spray, and how quickly you can beat the game.
Basically, the fewer resources you use, the higher your rating.
Yes.
Well, that was practically painless. He grabbed command grab. Oh, he's getting back up. Did you think it would be that easy?
Yeah.
Got you with the command grab.
It sort of encourages speedrunning, but also, boy, are you not watching it through the Discord stream?
I am not, because I want to see Twitch chat.
Ah, fair. And that's partially why we stand fight with Nemesis.
Get goodies.
Yes. Now, I could have gotten the rocket launcher beforehand because, fun fact, this game actually allows you to, or the Dreamcast and PC versions are the only 2 versions which will let you actually get things like, the Mercenaries mode from the start, like with the costumes. And if you do the Mercenaries mode first, before playing even your first playthrough, effectively what happens is you get access to special weapons right from the start. So you can get things like the assault rifle, the Gatling gun, the rocket launcher, or if you really grind for it, infinite ammo for every single weapon in the game, right from the start. I am not getting the rocket launcher or infinite ammo for all guns, mainly because of the fact that, well, it is fun to use the rocket launcher, and it's good for those times where it's like, alright, I need to move on. It reduces the overall challenge of the game. Now, sure, the Gatling gun and assault rifle here do the same thing because, you know, infinite ammo, but they're not so overpowered, despite infinite ammo.
Infinite ammo, huh? How does it manage that? The ammo feed is shaped like an infinity symbol. Yeah, that would give it infinite ammo.
That could explain the Gatling gun, but how do you explain the rifle? And yes, Fox, the game does reward you for fighting Nemesis. However, it's very difficult to do that, especially if you're not very experienced with the Resident Evil 3. So,
yeah, I noticed that he's way faster than the Tyrant from the first game.
or even the second game.
Like, Tyrant and Mr. X are very slow, lumbery creatures. Nemesis takes off running. He does his morning jogs.
And basically the whole thing behind that is, okay, for context, what Nemesis basically is a T-103 Tyrant. So basically he's a version of Mr. X that's been modified with a parasite. Keep note, the parasite thing is gonna be important later in the series.
Ah yes, Las Plagas.
Damn it, boy. But, yes. Huh, I thought I picked up a gunpowder bee earlier.
Yeah, that just reminds me of two different videos I've seen on TikTok. Like, one is just on a scale from 1 to 10, my friend, you're fucked. And it's just on you're fucked. The guy points a rocket launcher at Mr. X. And he just turns around and walks away. Like he doesn't want those problems.
Oh, for me, when I watched a video that did that, it was with Master Chief in VR ripping off an elite's head off his shoulder, Sub-Zero style.
But yeah, it was just like, you point a rocket launcher at Mr. X, he turns around and walks away. And then later I saw a different video where somebody shot a rocket at Nemesis, he dodged it and then sprinted at the player. So, Nemesis is a different kind of tyrant.
Okay, so let me ask you this. With the clip with the pointing a weapon, the rocket launcher at Mr. X, was it the remake or the original Resident Evil 2?
Remake.
It's not a rocket launcher. It's not a rocket launcher. You're gonna activate my gun autism. It is not a rocket launcher. It is a recoilless rifle. The AT-4, which the rocket launcher in Resident Evil 2's remake is clearly based off of, is a recoilless rifle. Don't take my word for it. That's what our military classifies it.
Huh. But yeah, that thing got pointed at Mr. X and he just turned around and pretended to look busy. The next remake, somebody tried to shoot a rocket at Nemesis. He just dodged it like the Matrix and then sprinted at the player. So, that won't work again.
Technically it can, it's just Nemesis can really fucking dodge. Okay, so this is one of the things about Resident Evil 3 that's interesting. It has some, like, different, like, elements where, this Magnum I found here could have been a grenade launcher. I can encounter some areas at one point in the game, or on another playthrough in that same spot, I can encounter a different character. It all depends on how you progress.
So yeah, I'm guessing that Nemesis is basically a prototype of what Albert Wesker ends up turning into.
Well, it also depends on certain things, Evil. Like, if I were to do, like, apparently one way to guarantee a grenade launcher is if I mixed gunpowders and grenade rounds, I could get a grenade launcher at the start.
No! Cut anyone! Our platoon is cut off! No survivors
Yeah, I'm
found!
still surprised
This
to
is
see
Carl.
that video. Basically, kind of like a sequel to the Mr. X one. And Nemesis literally just leans out the way of a rocket. So yeah, he is much faster than the other tyrants.
Oh no! We're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
You wanna know one that would be absolutely horrifying?
What?
Okay, so you know about the 2000 Spider-Man game, right? For PlayStation?
The PS1 game? I remember
Yes.
it, vaguely.
I saw a video where someone replaced Nemesis's voice lines with Monster Ox.
I don't remember Monster Rock, but that does sound worrying.
Yeah, because instead of saying stars, you just hear him scream out, a die. No! And he screeches like some foul demon out of hell. A good thing is that as you nail Nemesis with gunfire, it'll actually throw off his aim with the rocket launcher. So he ain't gonna be able to hit you very well. He'll still hit you from time to time. It's just, it's gonna take him forever and a day to line it up properly. Now, I'm going to toss that here because I have no need for a revolver. And of course, combining Eagle Parts A with B gives us the STI Eagle. Which, fun fact, quite a while after this game came out, the STI Eagle 60 actually became an actual gun.
Huh.
Just a shorter barrel. Yes, Fox, perfectly encapsulating the point perfectly. High risk, high reward. The STI Eagle fires faster than the Stars handgun, and with the scope, it'll have a chance of scoring a critical hit, meaning it'll do heavy damage to enemies, or if it's a squishy zombie, just pops their head like a grape. The only downside is, it cannot use enhanced handgun ammunition. To get enhanced ammunition, you basically have to use a reloading tool on the gunpowder enough times to where it'll prompt you, usually around 8 times, I believe. And after that, it'll prompt you if you want to make the enhanced ammo. It causes more recoil with the Samurai Edge, so your fire rate is slower, but boy oh boy, it deals a good amount of damage, and it staggers Nemesis hard. And similar ammunition can be crafted for the shotgun as well. What the gunpowders can also do is that they can craft all types of grenade ammo, and it can craft magnum bullets. However, while the magnum bullets are pretty high damaging, that's the only way to reliably get ammunition, but even then, you need 3 gunpowder C's to do it. And for that, you need to continually combine A and B gunpowders to make C powders. Whereas with grenade rounds, it's just a matter of combining gunpowder C with either A, B, or another C. Hopefully I'm making sense. Yep. Game's acting like I didn't see that. So I think what I'm going to do here is, I think for here on out, when I'm going up against like regular zombies and all of that, I'll use the assault rifle here, the M4A1. But when I'm going up against Nemesis or any other boss type enemy, I'll just swap to the Gatling gun. And interesting that they actually gotten the designation right for this one, because this is an M4A1. Yes, my gun autism is going to be hitting again. Because the difference between the two is the M4 does burst fire, whereas the M4A1 is full auto. EFG?
Well, where's A, B, C, and D?
Fox with EFG. Electric force gun? Oh! What makes a round subsonic is when it travels slower than the speed of sound. For context, this is why 45 pistols are. Oh, I didn't get the reference, Fox. That is why 45 is actually easier to suppress than 9mm, because 45 is subsonic. So because it travels slower than the speed of sound, it's actually easier to suppress.
Also, the FMV that introduces Nemesis kind of makes him look like he's got barnacles on his face.
It really does. And it's weird that they have him like that, despite the fact that I get that he's supposed to, well... Hold on. Did I make a wrong turn somewhere?
Yeah, I get that he's an extensively modified tyrant, but did they need to rip half his face off?
Yes. Apparently. That's enough, I was going the right way.
Like, surely it'd be better for him to have, I don't know, depth perception. If you have him as a hunter's killer.
Also, Fox, I just realized what you said is subsonic, not subsonic. God damn it.
Pets the fox, 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 pets the fox. Extremely pettable fox. He is very tiny and very blue.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's not Nemesis. That's nothing to worry about.
You wanna see how hardcore this auto aim is? I didn't even need to aim, I just pointed and shot. And he fell off the walls.
Oh, so she got the gun from Doom, I see.
And technically, it's not a chain gun. A chain gun has only one barrel.
It must be something Doom guy gave her.
Scum!
Also, Biohazard 4.
No, that's 2 games. That's the next game.
No, the next game is Code Veronica.
Oh, it is 2 games from now.
And I think it's like the next one I think is Dead Aim or something, or Outbreak. I just know that it was, this game came out I believe in 1999, if not 2000, and Resident Evil 4 was 2005. So we got a long way from that.
To say nothing, it's not even the worst sequel number snarl in gaming. Ah, yes, Kingdom Hearts 3, the 11th game in the series.
Or Final Fantasy.
Don't start on Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, I am playing this on the Mad Catz controller, by the way.
What's that?
Calm down, lady. I'm
Mad
no zombie.
Catz.
My name's Carlos, Corporal of Umbrella's Biohazard Countermeasure Force.
And I got
What's
this for
your
10
name?
bucks at the retro store a
Jill.
long time ago.
Did you just say you belong to Umbrella's army?
Yeah, we came all the way out here to save you civilians. But the mission went bad the minute we landed.
No way! How did he find me?
Let me guess, Jill. Ex-husband? Fuck you, Carlos.
Over here!
Damn, barbecue.
Are you crazy? You could have barbecued both of us.
Ungrateful shit. I just saved your life. Yes, first aid box. However, do it in a minute. Yep, right there. Even Carlos is scoring up against Nemesis.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll go well for you, buddy.
But he does have a limited amount of health, so he can die fighting Nemesis.
Does Umbrella have an army? I think it mainly just has its science division and just throws monsters at things. And there's Nemesis lacing up his running shoes again.
Umbrella has the UBCS during this time, basically a mercenary, army, and they have the Umbrella Security Service, or Umbrella Secret
Wait.
Service, if you will.
I have to ask you something.
I know. You want to ask me out? All the foxy ladies love my accent. It drives them crazy.
What? Keep dreaming.
To be fair,
Tell me, why did Umbrella send
give
your
Carlos
team
some
in?
credit, though.
We're here to rescue the civilians.
Don't lie to me. Umbrella is the reason why this whole mess began.
Look, we're just mercenaries, hired hands. Do you really think the master would tell his dogs why they have to retrieve the stick he just threw? If you want answers, you should talk to someone else. I am not with Umbrella. Believe it or not, we're only here to rescue the civilians. If you can trust me, then help us. Think about it.
The conversation would have been different if you just ran from Nemesis. So yeah, even in stuff like this, something as simple as how dialogue plays out actually is different depending on what you do. Now, I'm going to stash that because, well, I don't need a first aid box.
Also, apparently Nemesis has kind of an overhauled personality in the remake. Like, here it's just kind of a mostly mindless weapon. In the remake, it has an ego, and it's arrogant, and it's also kind of cruel.
Where the hell did you get any of this?
TV tropes.
Hunk versus Nemesis. Well, I can already tell you one Umbrella matchup that has already been depicted. William Birkin versus Nemesis. And technically speaking, from the same source, we've seen Mr. X versus Nemesis.
Don't give it to you.
And what I'm talking about is the Japanese manga for Resident Evil 3. Where it actually establishes that Nemesis was an actual person before being forced into the experiment which turned him into Nemesis. So in the manga, Mr. X is a human. Or not Mr. X, but Nemesis is a human. In the games, and basically most of the sources, it's a T-103 Tyrant. And they really give you a they really made Nemesis sympathetic in the manga, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Because basically, the guy was a athlete for Raccoon City, and Umbrella basically framed him I think for doping or some kind of illegal activity that would get you thrown out of athletics. So his athletic career was ruined, and Umbrella basically went, "Hey, you want to help us with some experiments?" And basically held his family at gunpoint. Well, I would say gunpoint, but they basically told him, if you don't, we're gonna basically experiment on your family. So he did. He accepted. And what do you think that Umbrella executive did? I'll give you a guess on what they did.
It's science time, motherfuckers!
They experimented on him like they told him to, but they brought his family in and injected both his wife and his son with the T-virus.
Oh god.
And what makes that even worse, after they transformed due to the T-virus, they shot them in front of him. This fat, bald executive went back on the deal and basically executed a man's family just for sadistic glee.
Considering that apparently the T-103s are really dangerous, that's a bad idea.
No, this wasn't a T-103 Tyrant. This was an actual human being turned into Nemesis. Do I have the jumpsuit? Yes, I do. But that kind of bit the executive. That kind of came back to bite the executive, and I do mean quite literally, it went back to bite him. Because later on, when Jill was unconscious in the clock tower, Nemesis found an encounter with William Birkin.
Hello there.
Hello there. And the two actually wound up fighting. Keep in mind, Resident Evil 3 takes place 24 hours before and 24 hours after the events of Resident Evil 2. So while Jill is knocked out in the clock tower, that's when the events of Resident Evil 2 start. So this fight was taking place during the events of RE2. So it basically had William Birkin fighting Nemesis. And Birkin had basically mutated twice, if not thrice. And Nemesis only mutated once during the whole fight. During this time, that fat Umbrella executive, as well as another one, was watching from a helicopter. And not only was Nemesis fighting William Birkin, but soon a group of Mr. X's joined the fight. So Nemesis was basically outnumbered, and yet he ripped apart the Tyrants and was tearing into William Birkin. However, their fighting caused a lot of noise and a lot of racket, which of course attracted every freaking mutation in the area. We're talking hunters, we're talking spiders, we're talking lickers, even a grave digger. And Nemesis survived all of that. Killed all of it with William Birkin, and then when the two started fighting each other again, Nemesis basically ripped Birkin apart. The only reason Birkin survived is the fact that the eye that you see on William Birkin's forms dropped into a sewer grate, allowing him to basically reform and survive. Now, towards the end, he also took out the helicopter, seemingly killing the pilots, and causing the fat, God damn it, brain work. The fat, executive basically cornered by Nemesis. And, as revenge for what the guy did to him and his family, Nemesis basically brought over the executive and bit his head off. Like, ate his head.
Deserved.
Just literally just went, pull him over, open wide, and just chomp.
Also, I found a gif of remake Nemesis just running full send at the player character, and it actually knocks an NPC off to the side while charging at her.
I remember seeing, like, DSP play through Resident Evil 3 through a This Is How You Don't Play, and every time Nemesis comes in, you just see the alert saying from Metal Gear Solid, basically going, oh, Nemesis spotted you, alert mode.
Like, this motherfucker is fast!
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Like, well, like, seeing him just sprinting at I think it's Claire, it's kind of giving me Broly running through a street in his movie.
Not Claire, Jill. Mr. X chases Leon and Jill, Claire. Nemesis chases after Jill. I forgot something. Oh.
Okay. So yeah, just full send at Jill, and yeah, it just looks like Broly running through a ruined street while collateraling Piccolo, Goku, and Gohan.
And don't worry, people, I have been drinking water in between the loading screens, so I am staying hydrated. I need to, considering the fact that next Wednesday I'm gonna have a fun time there. Don't y'all just love getting blood work done?
You see Nemesis charging at you, and you just hear a train whistle in your head.
No, you just hear the Thomas the Tank Engine theme.
Like, this gif I'm looking at, he actually just knocks an NPC to the side as he just barrels past them.
Yeah, in the Resident Evil 3 remake, he will actually do that. But in the original Resident Evil 3, he will do that as well. If a zombie is blocking his way and he can't get around it, he'll just smack the fuck out of it and kill it.
Fuck out my way.
Literally, he goes, fuck out my way, bitch.
The Juggernaut, bitch!
Do you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
You must not know who I am.
Yeah, I hear that and I hear I'm the Juggernaut, and I hear both Macho Man Randy Savage and the guy who plays the Juggernaut in the third X-Men movie.
Oh no! I think of the thing that the third X-Men movie is a reference to, which is like basically a predecessor to real-time fan dubs, but it was for the X-Men cartoon. Don't you know who I am? She must not know who I am. I'm the Juggernaut, bitch!
Oh no, now you got me thinking there, boy. Nemesis versus Juggernaut.
Juggernaut wins.
Really? Simple as that.
The thing is, Juggernaut has no real limit. He's only ever restrained by how disappointed the god Sitarak is in him. If Sitarak is cheering for him, Juggernaut wins.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Nemesis can regenerate. So no matter how many times you blow him apart, as long as that parasite is still active, fucker ain't gonna die.
So can Juggernaut, so we're gonna be here a while.
In fact, you wanna know what finally killed Nemesis? It wasn't Jill, that's for sure.
Acid bath?
Nope, he actually survived that too. Try the nuclear bomb. Well, I can't even call it a nuclear bomb. The the thermobaric warhead that destroyed Raccoon City.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck, I forgot the cables.
You're one of the survivors from the rescue team, right?
Like,
I just
Tucker
ran into
can
your teammate,
run through the
Carlos.
vacuum of space
How
and
did a
keep
girl
moving
like you
even when his
manage to
body is
survive?
reduced to a skeleton, so...
Hey, I'm no ordinary
We're
civil.
just watching
I'm
the
a member
biggest and
of
angriest
Stars.
game of bumper cars.
Stars? You mean the RPD Special Force Team?
Hey,
Also, I sent
someone
people the
wounded back
GIF
there?
in question of Nemesis, and she was very astonished.
oh, this looks bad.
They're coming. Get
Like, it
ready!
is unreal how fast he is
Fire.
for being as big as he is.
Fire! Stay together!
Calm down. You're safe now. Everything is gonna be okay.
I actually read the novelization of Resident Evil 3, and
No.
it actually
Don't come any closer. Stay
describes basically the insertion for the UBCS. And it goes about as well as you'd expect, with a little bit of treachery from our old Russian friend coming up here.
So Jill, did you decide to help us out? It looks like we're the only ones who survived. We should work together. No, we can't trust her.
And you think we can trust you, buddy, considering you work for Umbrella?
Why? But Sergeant, we need her help. Our unit's down to you, me, and Lieutenant Mikhail. That's it. And Mikhail's hurt bad. If we don't cooperate, we won't be walking away from this mission.
Fun fact, believe it or not, there was a mistranslation with Mikhail. His rank is not meant to be lieutenant, it's actually captain.
Then let's go over our plan. We're moving to the clock tower area, which is the designated landing zone for the extraction chopper. Once we get there and give the signal, the chopper will fly in and pull us out.
That's a lot of ground to cover. I don't think we can make it on foot.
The main problem we have is that the landing zone is cut off from here by the fire. So we have no choice but to use this cable car to navigate through it. Fortunately, we can also use it as a moving shield to get us through the worst areas.
That works for me. Good plan, sir.
Okay, people, let's get moving.
Jill, put this on.
So yeah, the rank for Mikhail in this game is actually a mistranslation. He is a captain, not a lieutenant. They also did like a translation gaff with Nikolai as well, because in this game, his last name is pronounced Genevieve, but the actual translation is Zinoviev. So, and apparently that's the whole Genevieve thing is a mistranslation of a mistranslation. So, yeah, make of that what you will. The 90s was a hilarious time, let me tell you. Also, fun fact about Resident Evil 3. This game wasn't actually supposed to be, was originally not meant to be Resident Evil 3.
Oh?
Code Veronica
yeah,
was
Devil May
supposed to-
Cry!
No.
Oh wait, no, Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil 4.
Yeah. Resident Evil 3 was originally supposed to be Code Veronica.
Huh.
Yes, Code Veronica was meant to be the OG, or the original Resident Evil 3. However, Capcom and Sony had an agreement. I think it was either an agreement or Sony asked Capcom to make one more named or numbered entry in the Resident Evil series on the original PlayStation. So they had decided to make Resident Evil Nemesis Resident Evil 3. And Code Veronica, well, technically speaking, Code Veronica is still a mainline entry instead of a spin-off, so... Well, not a spin-off, but a side.
Hey, but you want to know what's even the best part about Transformation Blip? When it gives you a whole ass new character. Hi, Goken from Street Fighter. Nani? Yeah, his whole existence started as a mistranslation because of a line Ryu had in Street Fighter 2. You must defeat
Jim!
Shenlong to defeat
Oh
me.
yes, I remember that whole gag. Also,
Hey, the zombies are getting restless.
I know. I can hear them. What's going on?
if I wasn't, or depending on how I would play things out up to this point, instead of Carlos, it would have been Nikolai here.
Jill!
What's wrong?
They're coming! They must have sniffed
But
us out. They know we're here.
Shenlong was actually just a
Hey,
mistranslation
calm down.
of Shoryuken.
Any objections to my playing hero this time?
But
What are
people
you
assumed
doing?
it was that it was referring to like
Carlos!
Ryu's teacher, and they made a whole bunch of like urban legends about it. And then in Street Fighter 4, they canonized it.
I'm sure he's fine out there. Also, if Nikolai was here, he would be inspecting this entire room. Oh yeah, and now we get to play Lights Out.
Oh yeah, Resident Evil, your choices affect the story. Quite a bit. Like, yes, the whole plot changes depending on how much you, it's like you trust Barry.
There we go. Basically playing Lights Out for Machine Oil. Also, remember when I said Nikolai was in that other room? Yeah, if he was here, he would have been right there at the epicenter of that explosion. So you tell me, how can someone survive that?
Carlos!
I don't know, ask Wesker. He survived a much bigger one.
No!
Relax. I'm not dead yet.
To be fair, with
Are you okay?
it depends on which explosion you're talking about.
I'm fine. That hero stuff is harder than it looks.
The Arclight Mansion.
I can understand with that one because there could have been a lot of debris that could have shielded him from the explosion. Also, Jill and Carlos should be deaf after that.
And such life in action heroes in
Ouch,
action
my
movies.
ears are ringing. We both should be deaf by now.
Also, you
Okay,
find Wesker.
I'm gonna scrounge up some
Also, you
equipment.
find Wesker.
There might not be
gutted
any at our
on
destination.
on the self-destruct terminal. So he should be double dead from both the injury and the explosion.
Okay, so fun fact. In the Resident Evil 1 novelization, I want to say, I know Fox, I think, read the RE1 novelization on stream, but after he was basically killed by the Tyrant and revived due to the virus, the progenitor virus, I assume that was what he injected himself with. What happened is that he triggered a self-destruct, and I think he was making his way out when he basically got impaled and ripped apart by a chimera. So he got sliced open by a chimera and blown up by the Arclight Mansion being blown up.
And he's still causing trouble. How exactly?
The progenitor virus gave him regenerative powers, probably more superior to that of Nemesis. Plus, he was genetically engineered, so... Fuck us, that's...
No! Imagine if they come back for Resident Evil 10 and we still somehow get Wesker again.
I highly doubt that, because one, yeah, sure, the rocket launchers probably wouldn't have killed him, but he got blown up in an active volcano, and he was in the lava. How was he supposed to survive that?
We asked the same thing about Heihachi, and yet he's here back again in Tekken 8.
I never asked that because I don't play Tekken. And plus, what does that have to do with Resident Evil, Void? I mean, honestly.
Heihachi was also thrown into a volcano. And he is nowhere near as and he is nowhere near as powerful as Wesker. If Heihachi can walk off a lava bath, so can Alfred, whatever his fucking name is.
Albert Wesker. However, you want to hear a fun fact? I had a copy of the novelization of what was at that point the latest Resident Evil movie. It was the one before Final Chapter. I forgot the name of it. Retribution, I think? Let's see. Resident Evil Apocalypse, Resident Evil Afterlife? I think it was Retribution, then Final Chapter. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but... I just know it was the Resident Evil movie that finally brought Leon, Carlos, and Ada into the mix.
The Resident Evil cinematic universe.
Bros. But, they made a typo on Wesker's name, and instead of saying Wesker, the character was called Wexler.
Whoops.
My friends and I in high school would always joke about that, like, oh, is Wexler meant to be another character? Like, we all knew it was supposed to be Wesker, because that was the one and only time they did the typo on his name, but we all kept calling him, saying Wexler was like Albert Wesker's distant cousin or something.
Typos.
Gotta love them.
Just posting a thing elsewhere. Hey, Resident Evil fans! Friendly reminder: as fast as you think Nemesis is, he will find a way to be faster. He will find a way to be faster.
What's your opinion on the upcoming Resident Evil 9 with the information we know?
There's Resident Evil 9 coming out?
What? You're just now hearing about this?
I am just now hearing about this.
Oh. Well, it's titled Resident Evil Requiem, and it's starring the daughter of a character from Resident Evil Outbreak. So yeah, Capcom is actually acknowledging that Outbreak is a thing in the series.
Huh.
And for some reason, you're going back to Raccoon City.
you say he got blown up by thermobarics?
Yes. Yeah, apparently they're explaining it here that, or in that game, that Raccoon City was destroyed, but not as thoroughly, as there are still, like, mutants running around in Raccoon City.
Huh.
No, I do not know how this is supposed to make sense. I need someone to explain it to me in a very concise thesis on how that's supposed to work. Oh god, do I even have any healing items? Oh god, I don't have healing items. I need to go back to an item box and grab some healing items. Don't you hate being unprepared?
All the time!
Yeah, I hate playing a horror game and the enemies catch me unprepared. I got no healing items, no ammo, and I just got turned to someone spaghetti bolognese. Oh, and apparently Resident Evil Requiem is supposed to have a combination of first and third person perspectives. So you can play in third person, but you can also play in first person. Also, hello there, Uchu.
Is that Mr. What is the resident and why he's evil?
The resident is the entire city, and is evil because everyone's trying to eat your neck.
Why is this called resident?
Because they couldn't, because in the West, they couldn't use the name that they wanted to, Biohazard, because on top of because there was an indie band by the name of Biohazard in the US, and they already own the trademark for Biohazard in America.
Why did the band that Biohazard?
They call it Biohazard in Japan because, well, that's what's going on.
Joseph, why they banned the Biohazard name in America?
They didn't.
Huh?
The reason
A band was called Biohazard and had a copyright on the name.
Oh, yeah.
A rock band.
Yes.
There was not a ban on the name, there was a band with the name.
Okay. I see that.
Did my mic cut out when I was trying to explain that?
I think he just misheard you.
Oh, my bad, Uchu. Also, I'm gonna do the one thing I have not done this entire stream, so save.
Yogi, have you changed the game? You still play Castlevania?
No, I have it set to Resident Evil 3.
I'm looking at the stream right now. It's set to Castlevania.
I did update all titles. It should be Resident Evil 3. Why the fuck is it saying Castlevania?
I told you.
OBS, explain yourself. Ah, fuck it, I ain't changing it. You gotta love OBS, but it ain't perfect, but it definitely works a hell of a lot better than the alternative. Ah, damn it, I forgot to put the ink ribbons up. Gosh darn it. Holy cow, I just realized I got 12 viewers on YouTube. Hello to my YouTube audience. Hello to those in my YouTube audience. I hope y'all are having a wonderful evening.
Hi there.
I just gotta make sure to mute the audio when I check it on there. Yep.
Oh, there's like a zombie.
No, my Uber doesn't arrive for another 8 days. Oh, I don't need grenade rounds.
I love you at one handle the.
I'm holding the Gatling gun with one hand.
It's holding with one hand. It's like when you play Payday 2 in VR and you dual wield miniguns.
I'm continuing to spread the wisdom of Nemesis' speed across Discord. So, Uchu, fun fact, I am mainly used to seeing, Nemesis, the villain of this game, in Marvel vs. Capcom or Dead by Daylight, where he's just a big lumbering brood. And I also kind of mentally compare him to the Tyrants for previous games. Apparently in Resident Evil 3, though, this guy had running shoes on. As fast as you think he can go, he will find a way to be faster.
Yeah. What it is that they kind of made so consider the T-103, Mr. X and Nemesis as Terminators. You got Mr. X, who is the equivalent of a T-800. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Then you have Nemesis, who is supposed to be the T-1000.
What? I think Wesker would be the T-1000.
No. We're talking about in terms of tyrants. We're not talking about in terms of villains. We're talking in terms of tyrants. Ah, shit. God damn it. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we got the low voltage which is 1525 volts.
It's like, Nemesis could get a ticket in a school zone, right?
To be fair, his entire appearance will have him charged with a hate crime. Oh. Are you kidding? There we go. There we go. Easy as shit. And hey, we picked the right thing for the first try. We got a fuse. Not good.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Nice one, Evil. You opened the lock.
Stars.
Alright. If you want to get fucked up that badly, I'll fuck you up.
Stars.
Ouch.
I just saw a funny Dead by Daylight meme about the Resident Evil boys. I'll send that to you. Just Wesker and Nemesis being the guys from Resident Evil.
Stars.
There we are. Now we got weapon parts from Nemesis. Hooray!
Was this the Resident Evil 2 and 3 supposed to have Pepsi brand?
Resident Evil 2, yes, was actually supposed to have Pepsi branding. However, I guess that kind of fell through before Resident Evil 2 was released because that kind of got removed.
Yeah, but you can still find pictures or in magazine and files.
Yes. In fact, I believe the various versions of the Resident Evil 2 Biohazard 1.5 have the Pepsi machines.
And it's very like, you see this grimy and all this destroyed, and there's like a glowing, very bright color Pepsi machine, right, Joseph?
You know what that's like? Having a Crystal commercial in a Star Wars movie.
Oh, you know that Forever Winter, that game is all grimy and stuff?
Yeah.
Imagine you have like a kid toy in the middle of it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put this stuff here for right now because I won't be needing it anytime soon. But I won't take it.
Apparently, in Dead by Daylight, Nemesis players have a reputation for tunneling, especially if one of the survivors is playing Jill, because of course.
Also, I'm glad to hear your stomach isn't hurting anymore, Fox. How you feeling right now?
Hooray! The uncle is free from stomach pains.
Yeah.
Peace. Also, I know Fox mentioned this on one of his streams, but I also love how the fact that all of our individual streams are becoming like group streams.
Yeah.
Because I'm almost always here, yeah.
I think that's just the thing about us when we made the Lost Podcast group. It's like we all had a silent agreement that we would all be a part of each other's streams.
Yeah, no matter. You could be this stream about reading this Shakespeare.
But hey, the benefit for that too is the fact that, let's be honest here, funny fucking commentary.
Just another Dead by Daylight meme. I think for all the survivors that are having a hard time, if you see a jigsaw box, it's Peg. If you hear screams, it's a nurse. If you hear a chainsaw, it's Jed. If you have FPS drops, it's Nemesis.
If you have a what drop?
FPS drops.
Also, Fox, welcome back.
Hi.
Also, if you
Nathan goes here, and I'm back in his lap. Yay, comfy.
if you didn't get the grenade launcher from the RPD, you will get it here, and it's the same thing for the revolver. If you didn't get the revolver at the RPD, you would get it here.
Also,
Why?
Uchu, kiss, 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 kiss.
But here's an interesting question: what is a police grade grenade launcher doing in a power station?
Presumably a cop left it there and then died.
No. Because it's in a storage locker, meaning it must belong to a worker.
Well, you say police grade, but remember, that's like... It's not like it's hard to get.
True.
Also, like, I know that Nemesis is an extremely modified, like, T-103. Did they have to take his face off?
Hold on. Evil made the post, so I'm gonna do it. Villager noise.
What really helped my stomach is taking another thing, and also some Sprite.
Was it Alka-Seltzer?
No, it's one of my emergency stomach medications.
Uh-huh.
Huh. Yeah, it's one of the medications I only take for absolute emergencies.
Ah.
But considering, without going into too much details of the pain I was in, I was like, fuck it, this is definitely an emergency. Pepto-Bismol is not working.
Are we talking chest burster levels of pain?
Uncle, I have been spreading wisdom all over Discord. As fast as you think Nemesis is, he will find a way to be faster.
I'll just type it, right? That way no one hears it, and don't say it out loud.
I switched from villager noises to Project Melody noises.
She was cute. Hey, Uchu.
Ouch. Oh god. Oh lord.
Oh, is Uchu here? Or has he disappeared?
Uchu?
Jingle keys. Jingle keys.
He might be doing something.
Possibly.
But yeah, I typed in the chat thing of how I was feeling.
Yeah.
I won't say anything specific, but be careful.
I wonder why Sprite helps so much. Is it the lemon lime stuff? I could try to make my own carbon water real quick to see if that's what's helping.
Also, I saw what you posted in my DM, Boyd. That does seem like a conversation Nemesis and Wesker would have.
But we can kill Jill Valentine, Chris, and Claire Redfield as many times as we like.
Nice. Hugs the fox, hugs the uncle.
Hugs.
Snuggle, snuggle, eepy snuggle.
So I will admit, I was debating on if I wanted to stream this or Castlevania Lament of Innocence. But the main reason why Resident Evil 3 won out is because of the fact that, well, I already played a Castlevania game. Would have been a little too soon. Also, I'm not sure if you remember, Boyd, but I also did stream the Resident Evil 3 remake at one point, and I modded it so that Nemesis had his original head.
I guess I missed that.
I know it was only for, like, the parts where he was basically, walking on 2 feet, because the rest of the remake, it reverted to his original head. There's also some cut content with that fire hose. Like, you were supposed to find the other head for it, because you would have found it broken. So you were supposed to find the head somewhere else and combine it there. Another cut item another cut item from the game was a remote control in battle, where you were supposed to find both of them to use them. Also, another thing is, my first option wasn't actually the Dreamcast version of this game. My first choice was the PC version, but not for the vanilla game. So for anyone who's curious, I was trying a mod for the PC version called Lord of the Necropolis, and let's just say there's a reason why I didn't go with that.
Do you ever think it's weird that we call something that's supposed to be quote-unquote plain vanilla? Considering vanilla is was just as rare as the cocoa bean?
Bro, what?
Yeah, vanilla, the flavor of vanilla, the plant it comes from is just as rare as cocoa beans was.
Also, is there a reason why you couldn't get like the genuine cocoa beans through import or through customs?
Oh, it's because they're hard as shit to grow.
And that's the only reason why you can't bring them to the US?
No, it's not you can, it's just... Well, okay. You can, but good luck trying to grow it. They are hard as... Hello, cute.
Because I was just reminded of the Binging with Babish episode where he tried to make SpongeBob chocolate bars, and he got some cacao beans, but he had to leave them behind because, in his words, they wouldn't have gotten through customs.
Oh. Then he... Okay, so... There's a difference between taking food through, like, importing food, and taking food through customs.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to earlier, about bringing them through customs.
Yeah, you can't bring plant seeds through customs.
Is it because it would be considered invasive?
Yes.
And if that's even if you're not looking to plant them, but cook it?
He might have... more than likely he didn't have the proper paperwork.
Ah!
I mean, considering the last couple times we planted new plants in the U.S. They became massive fucking problems. Understandable. We got kudzu and eucalyptus out of it, and now California is on fire every summer.
Damn Australians giving us the eucalyptus.
If only California would replace many of those eucalyptus trees with solid oak.
They're trying to.
Although
Japan gave us kudzu.
Although to be fair, can we replace pine trees with solid oak trees? Because pine trees don't give out cool shade. You can stand under the shade of a pine tree, you burn alive.
Here's the thing, though. You shouldn't try to replace native trees. The thing is, though, with eucalyptus, we were lied to like horribly about their properties. All we knew is the only truth is that they grow fast.
The thing is, an ecological system is very delicate, but at the same time, it's very hard to mess up.
Yep.
It's like both.
Yeah, you just throw in the anomalous quantity known as mankind. And there you go.
We ourselves are nature, though.
Yes, but
The vampire, the masquerade is out.
Though to be fair, humanity is well adept at making mistakes. And to be fair, is one of the few things that we as a species truly excel at.
Yeah, humanity is kind of hard to kill. You know how many times humanity almost went extinct?
Oh no, bro.
Now, Uncle, does that GIF not look like this? Does that GIF not look like? Hang on, let me. This one.
It really does.
He's coming for that booty.
But yeah, if y'all ever get the chance, I would suggest watching a YouTube video where it's Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, but the voice lines are replaced with Monster Rock.
Who?
A symbiote basically Doc Ock with the Carnage symbiote. Believe me, you listen to those voice lines, and you telling me that is not the voice of Terror itself.
I've added Nemesis to my list of unassigned villains.
What is the point of having the card? You know, the stars card. What is it?
Oh, it was to use on the terminal in the RPD to find out what the combination was for the save, so you can get the Stars emblem card.
And nothing else.
Yeah, basically.
So, and it doesn't give you the option to throw away keys?
It does. I throw away
What does not
keys,
tell you?
but the Stars card, it doesn't give you the option to throw it away.
And the
Because you
main
might
one,
have to
like-
use it you may have to have used it multiple times if you can't remember it easily.
But the game will automatically tell there's no use it can throw away, right?
Yeah, depending on the majority of key items that you don't automatically just use up or have to store away. Yeah. You're right there, Fox.
Yeah.
Also,
Head on Fox Lab.
Also, can I just say shredded sharp cheddar makes a better grilled cheese than the sliced Kraft singles.
I prefer to go for the mild cheddar if you're gonna use actual cheddar.
So Cutie, my package is now stuck in China.
Why is it stuck there?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know,
Oh, I'll let you finish.
No, the import of my local says, yeah, we're just waiting to arrive, and Chinese customs doing inspection. Let me check it up here. To export, just the export.
Wait!
You know. Okay, now this is.
What did you do?
I had no choice. He was about to turn into a zombie. It would have been a threat, so I eliminated it.
But he was still conscious, wasn't he?
He was as good as dead. And it took fewer bullets to kill him now than it would have if he had transformed. Not now, I'm busy.
I just got a response to the wisdom about Nemesis. It's just, what the fuck?
So yeah, for some reason it's stuck in Chinese export customs.
It has taken forever for you to get this, item.
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
co-op. It's for me and Uchu's co-op.
I was
Yeah,
about to say
co-op.
it's for very special projects.
Exactly.
Alright, I
The
have to go
ones
to
that
bed
cannot
in
play on Twitch.
half
Yeah.
an hour, so I'm going to get off now.
Good night.
Alrighty.
Can
Night,
I say,
twins.
how is the puzzle like canonically? Does that guy just like, yeah, I like that thing. Let's put the password there. And then by the time you arrived, it was the same time the ad was playing.
Also, earlier when we found those insect things, like the ones in the alleyway and the that one area, those were called the the drain damos, and those green things we saw outside this building were called the brain suckers, and they are made from a flea.
A single flea?
Yes, they are mutated fleas.
Then the C virus is doing work.
T-virus. And yes, they make a return in the Resident Evil 3 remake.
If for some reason I like to call that fetish monster.
Capcom knew what
Because
they were
Cell.
doing.
Capcom, the guy that designed that scene, that made that monster, he knew what he was doing.
Capcom okayed it, so they knew what they were doing. Also, if you didn't encounter Nikolai here, Carlos would be here. And he would have essentially killed the guy who was actually his friend. Ricola.
Accidentally shoot something. In this game, is there a point for killing zombies beside clearing blockage?
Nope.
Like, it's not like Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, in these early Resident Evil games, you don't get shit for killing zombies.
And also it's a detriment because sometimes zombies respawn.
No, it's more like you have to spend more ammo than you really have.
And ammo is finite.
Yep, ammo is a premium.
In the early games.
Yes. It's like someone banned the sale of ammunition and everyone's trying to buy up as much of it as possible before the ban takes effect. Shots fired. But we have everything we need to power up the car. Oh yeah, Uchu. Can you believe that my my Castlevania stream last time had over 300 views on YouTube?
Very nice.
That shocked the hell out of me.
I think I'm gonna stream Quasimorph.
Quasimorph?
Yeah. Where, you know, the end of the world happened, and you know what everyone decided?
Hmm.
We need to make more money. We got more money.
Also, Uchu. If you ever decide to get Pavlov on Steam, you let me know.
I'm not getting because I saw the multiplayer is dead.
I've tried multiplayer.
Is that as the people say?
I mean, you're better off doing private matches, but it's not so bad.
Oh my god. It's the birds.
Someone call Alfred Hitchcock. Tell him to knock it off with the birds.
The bird that I hate. The fucking bird that I hate. The fucking bird that I hate.
Or better yet, someone call Peter Griffin. He needs to fight the chicken again. I think they did like a scene where it was Megan who fought the chicken.
I think you're thinking of Lois when she fought the female version of the chicken, like the chicken's wife.
No, there was like a GIF I saw, or a clip I saw on Twitter where Megan and the chicken kind of confronted each other, and then Megan walked down the chicken's house with its head in her hands. And yes, the Gatling gun is overkill because it's an unlockable weapon. And it basically has auto aim, so I don't need to aim up or down like with other weapons. I just aim, I point, I fire, and if it's above or below me, it's gonna get hit.
Isn't that thing where sometimes you need to make a quick decision?
Yep.
I think this first one doesn't matter too much, right?
Yeah. Some of them do actually influence which characters you encounter at what points in the game. And, people, what it is basically just, effectively a pseudo QuickTime event where you have to make a choice for what actions, or to do what.
And sometimes you need to make a choice or else you die.
No, I don't think there's a point where if you don't make a choice, you die, but you will take damage. But if your health is low enough, you will die. Oof. And for anyone who's curious and didn't hear it earlier, I am playing Resident Evil 3 here on the actual drink. I figured why not. Because it's a pain in the butt to set up the PS4, and I don't even know if I have Resident Evil 3 on the PlayStation Store. And I think the control scheme, while it's manageable on the PSP, I just would rather pull out the Dreamcast, because how often do I really get to stream it from the Dreamcast?
Stars.
Oh shit!
Hello. Oh, that's for some reason, the very homeless guy. That's the buff homeless guy. You know those homeless guys instead of crack, they do this steroids.
He's old man Jenkins if he did bodybuilding.
Stars.
Oof. Oh, that reminds me, I need to go get those green herbs from that fire hose alley. Stars. Hello, Debbie. How are you? Now we just combine this, the M37A parts, and hello Lance, how are you?
Hi, Lance.
We turn it into a mare's leg.
Hey, Lance. Big gun.
The mare's... Oh, I didn't mean to run out the room, but the mare's leg has a wider spread and a faster fire rate, so it means you'll hit more enemies and do more damage, basically with a faster fire rate. The only downside is the fact that, well, you can't use enhanced shotgun shells. Let's see. And I have, I think, enough gunpowders to make enhanced ammunition for both. But I'm gonna collect a few more just to be on the safe side. Also, one thing I do like about the Dreamcast version is that the VMUs with their little screen does display health, but unlike Resident Evil 2 on the Dreamcast, Resident Evil 3 does not show your currently equipped weapon and your ammunition. It's just your health. Which, unfortunately, is the same thing for Code Veronica. Which, if you ask me, it's not very useful because, well, you can kind of see from the way your character is moving if they need health or not. Ah, no problem, Lance, no problem. Just happy to see you watching regardless. So, Uchu, I got a question for you. Uchu?
I think Uchu broke.
Sweat.
Uchu?
Huh?
There you are. I got a question for you.
What? Tell me.
Have you heard of Bleem?
Who is Bleem?
Bleem is a PlayStation emulator for PCs that was sold in US stores.
Huh?
Yes. It was the emulator that Sony took to court and lost against. They're probably wondering why I'm bringing up Bleem. Well, I guess as an extra, like, middle finger to Sony, Bleem developed Bleemcast. Bleem for Dreamcast.
And the next, you know what? They gonna next video. I know they gonna fight the final boss.
Because what Bleemcast did is that you have a boot disc that works with a specific game. So you might have one that has, say, Crash Bandicoot or Metal Gear Solid. And what it is that you put that disc in, you wait for it to give you a prompt. That's when you open a console, take the Bleemcast disc out, put the PlayStation game in, and start from there.
That's me, I know. They fighting the final boss, Joseph. You know who it is?
Unfortunately, no one's gonna be crazy enough to do that. Even back then, but Sony did take Bleem to court and lost. Which is the whole reason why emulators as a whole is rendered legal.
Even so, a certain end company doesn't agree with it.
Oh, they can disagree, but everyone will just call them out like the hypocrites they are.
Yeah, like remember when they found out the museum did not use actual console? It turns out it used emulators.
The funny thing is, if Nintendo wants to deem emulators illegal, well, they better stop using emulators and actually make the game's native apps.
Maybe stop using the Switch emulator.
I was about to say stop abusing copyright law.
Yeah. But
Because here's the thing. I don't see how Nintendo Japan can enforce their copyright laws in the US. I know they force Nintendo. They kind of force Nintendo of America, but Nintendo of America should be able to clap back and go, hey, you operate under your country's copyright laws. We're operating under our copyright laws.
And they're like, yo, dumbass, that's the bad. At least Nintendo America smile like, yo, dumbass, that's a bad idea. Don't do it.
And yeah, they keep going with the argument of, oh, it's a way for people to commit piracy. Bitch, do you?
Yeah.
And it's like, bitch, do you not know what emulators were originally meant for? What if your console breaks and you don't have the money for a new one? You can play like Bleem. Okay, take Bleem. You can take. Hold on, let me finish. You can take Bleem, and use your PlayStation 1 discs using Gleam to play those games on a PC if you don't have a PlayStation 1 or your PlayStation 1 broke and you can't get a new one. How is that piracy? Answer me this.
Joseph, yes, because Nintendo sells a 50-year-old game right now, right? They still have a cartridge factory, huh?
Okay, when you think about it, Super Mario 35, it's technically, while it is a multiplayer, like, survival version of, well, I wouldn't say survival, but...
I'm not talking about Super Mario 35, I'm talking about Super Mario World. Yeah, they still make that game, of course, yeah, they still make cartridge for that.
But you get where I'm going with Mario 35, right?
Yeah, you get also I'm going, like, why they say piracy if they don't make or sell the game anymore, right?
Yeah.
What is this? This looks like this tapeworm that grew a bit?
That was a grave digger. Basically, I think a larva or a grub.
That grew a bit. How's the larva? Well fed. I think someone fed a bit too much.
Effectively, I think they're just bloated maggots.
Just like a fly maggot?
Yeah, effectively. Especially when you consider the fact that there are smaller versions called the sliding worm. They're just baby grave diggers.
The baby. Cutie.
Yes.
You are cute.
You're cute.
So like every day I open, I check. Okay, is today doesn't any updates? So like nope. And then I check. Then I check like when I wake up, I check, and then when I leave work, I check again. And then before I sleep, I check again.
It looks like we're ready to go. Here, take
Because you know
this.
sometimes the updates.
Oh, he gives us fire rounds for the grenade launcher. Not that we're gonna be using it.
Okay.
Imagine Carlos give
Nikolai
you like, oh here,
won't
Idris,
be
thank
joining
you.
us.
Drops him
I
in
understand.
front of them.
If you encountering Nikolai and Carlos
I'll
was
operate the
reversed to
cable
how
car.
I did it, he
Let's
wouldn't
go.
give you any ammunition.
There, Jill is pregnant. Jill. Jill is pregnant.
What?
No, because she has a arm in the tummy.
It was on her side.
It's looking good.
And yes, for anyone who's unaware, I am playing with the Regina costume from Dino Crisis.
Mikhail!
I do say we should check up on the captain.
Yeah.
The Capitan.
Because of Chad, you know, he saw Nemesis.
Mikhail!
And keep in mind, Mikhail here isn't big, he was shot. Yeah. And you don't have to engage Nemesis here, but I just want to because of the fact that it would be funny.
This is a fight you will lose, right?
You just don't. It's a fight that the only reason you're fighting is if you really want to. You don't really get anything for it, but it's just.
You don't get anything from killing. You shoot at this for fun.
Yeah, I'm just doing it for the fuck of it.
Because Nemesis is like,
Jill, get out of the cable car now!
Mikhail, wait, don't!
Get out of here! Hurry!
where he puts.
I think that was a high explosive grenade.
No, the brakes are out.
Oh shit! Well, I guess we all know what we're gonna have to do.
It's useless.
This is a bad car.
If we went to pull the emergency brake, he would have jumped out through the window.
Does Carlos gonna comment that you just straight up just abandoned him?
Nope.
Probably he got concussion before going.
Yeah, we're basically on the side of the clock tower. If we would have used the emergency brake, we would have been right outside the front door. But going through here, you do get some other stuff. I can get a little easier access to certain things here.
But this is a museum, right?
Clock tower.
I love the cut. Like I think this is my stop. I think this is my stop.
There was just no smoothness to that. That was like just 2 frames.
So how does it work? Like they have like the image and then they put like a few blockers in the actual game, you know, some barriers. Like they have the image, right? There's overlay.
And then
But
they do like another frame of it just suddenly being removed.
No, Joseph, I mean they have like they have like one image for the actual game. I mean for the actual game like this. So they have the image overlay, but then they have like the hit blocks, to tell when not to move.
Anything? Oh. Anyhow, since it's, I think I'm gonna call it here for a stream. I do appreciate everyone for joining me. I am going to try and stream tomorrow, and we're going to give our friend Lynx a raid for all my
Fun.
So until next time, everyone. How do you two forget every single stream? We'll see you all next time.